August 20th, 2017, Portland International Airport. A passenger going through airport security becomes agitated and confronts a female TSA officer. Moments later, the exchange gets physical, and fellow passengers rush to intervene. But the man doesn't stop there. Surrounded by a group of airport screeners, the passenger becomes violent once again. This time assaulting a male TSA officer before the passenger is brought to the ground. Nationwide, the TSA reports screeners were physically assaulted 34 times last year, up from 26 in 2016. That's a 31% increase. And those numbers may be low, says the union representing airport screeners, because many confrontations go unreported.
It is not just physical. There's verbal abuse of the TSA officers on a regular, reoccurring basis.
Attacks on TSA workers have occurred at airports around the country. It's not clear why the sudden increase, although the TSA union suggests staffing levels could be a factor.
There are less officers, which frequently causes lower morale, causes lines to be longer at airports, and therefore people get frustrated because they are in lines longer.
An internal TSA study found in 2017, more than half of the assaults happened during a pat-down or bag check, and in most cases the aggressor was male, aged 41 to 50.
I have had a couple, certainly I know of a couple who've been verbally confrontational with me, yeah.
TSA officer Greg Beal admits confrontations are rare. At PDX, tens of thousands of travelers pass through security every day without incident. But if a passenger does become violent, he'd like to have a uniformed police officer standing by at every security checkpoint as an extra layer of protection.
That is, I think, one of the big things that's really kind of missing.
In several cases, like this 2013 attack on a TSA worker at Honolulu International Airport, fellow passengers were the first to intervene, not local police. And in the Portland incident, surveillance video shows it took 2 minutes for an armed Port of Portland officer to arrive.
When those events do take place, there's a lapse in time before the authorities are able to respond to the location. That should be instant.
Earlier this year, the TSA created a secret watch list of threatening and unruly travelers.
The Committee on
An
Homeland
agency administrator testified before a House subcommittee in May.
There are less than 50 people on this list, and the intent was we were seeing an alarming increase in the number of assaults against our officers.
For passengers who lose their cool, there are consequences. In Portland, 45-year-old Anthony Tavalini was sentenced to 3 years of probation, including 3 months of home detention, for assaulting a pair of TSA officers.
Well, the union representing TSA officers says this is a perfect example why there needs to be more airport screeners. The union's concerned that money from the agency is being stripped away at a time when the officers need more reinforcement. If you have a story for Kyle to investigate, give him a call at 503-226-5041, or you can email callkyle@kgw.com.